everybody. So today I'm going to show you how I did this eye look right here with one 99-cent eyeshadow. This particular eyeshadow is from Sally's. It's their actual brand called Sally Girl. And this color here is in coffee, which I find kind of ironic because anyone who knows me knows I love my coffee. I will say first off, this does not work with all of their shadows. This particular color, coffee, just so happens to be really pigmented. And this actually kind of came about by a big beauty disaster. You want to talk about beauty isn't always beautiful? Take a look at this.
Okay, so I have my base on and I am going to be trying a new color today. A little bit darker brown. We're going to put that just right in the crease and blend it out. Oh, holy crap. Okay, why did I not try this on the back of my hand first? Apparently we have some blending to do. A lot of blending. Oh man. So, note to self, try your new eyeshadows on the back of your hand first, and then you would see that it is, yeah, lots of pigment in that.
So yeah, that was kind of one of my first videos that I was just kind of messing around with, like, oh man, can I do this? And yeah, so like I said, it doesn't always go well. But these eyeshadows, one of the things I do really like about them is they actually sell them individually like this. They're all 99 cents, and actually sometimes you can get a buy one, get one half price. But I really like them because they can actually slide together and you can make your own little color packs. So anyways, this is a dark chocolate brown, and it has little, I don't know if it would show up on camera, but it has little tiny kind of copper flecks in it. It's really pretty. I actually use this shadow quite a bit. I just really like it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use one shadow and 4 brushes. So let's get started. This is where we're headed. So the biggest trick to this is I am actually using 4 different brushes here. 2 IT Cosmetics brushes, a Paul Mitchell brush, and just a random liner brush. So the trick to this is mainly just placing product little tiny bit at a time and blending it. So the first place we're going to go ahead and place that is right here on the eyelid in the crease, just a little more towards the center, and like I said, just a little bit. Blending brush, and we're gonna start blending that out. And this very first one, what I do is I just kind of blend it and kind of use it as though it were like a little bit of my base color. I blend this farther up to my eyebrow, in the crease, down on my lid just a little bit, and just blend. And when you feel like that's all blended out, we'll do another one. And now I'm just like tapping that on there ever so lightly, blowing off the extra. This particular eyeshadow is very pigmented, and so because of that, a little goes a long ways, as I found out previously. So we'll do that again and again, blending it out. And each time I do this, I am making it a little bit darker, and I'm putting it a little farther out towards the corner. I kind of started here and blended that, and then the second coat kind of here, and now I'm doing more of just in the corner. And again, blending that. Also, each time I am blending this, I'm blending it in a little bit smaller area, where when I first started blending, I started blending and going clear up into here and my whole lid. And now as I'm blending, I'm just blending more of just the crease and the corner and little tiny blending circles. And I'm going to do that one more time and place it right here, right in the corner. And this time I'm going to blend it kind of mainly pulling it inward, because if I start going too far out here, I'm just going to like puff it all out the side. So blend that. I go this way just a little bit to soften up that edge, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. All right. So this brush here is a It Cosmetics. It's called a eye smudger. It's got little, you can see on there, it's got little tiny bristles. I love this brush. I use it quite often. And what I'm going to do with this is I have a little dish of water here. I'm going to dip it in the water and then kind of wipe it off on a towel to blot it, because I want it damp but not wet. And there again, just kind of tap it into the shadow on both sides. Sometimes you want to go and knock a little bit of the excess off. And then we're going to start building up the lid. And I'm going to go and just in little patting motions here. I don't want to smudge this around yet. I want to first place my product where I want it, kind of get the darkness that I'm thinking I'm going to be wanting, and then I'll blend it out, because if you kind of smudge, it starts getting into a big mess. And we're going to go ahead and blend that. So the point of this one is just kind of to build up more of a, you know, richer color right on the lid. And so I'm going to do that again. And this time I'm going to bring that line just a little bit farther along my lash line, close down to my lash line, just a little bit closer into the corner. And I'm still trying to leave a light, bright area right in here. But yeah, so we're going to pull it just a little bit closer along the lash line. And basically this is just building the color to be darker and more saturated as you get closer to the eye. This is also the step that I take this and what's left over kind of on it, and I'm going to start doing this part right here. So I just very gently tap that on there, and then there again we're going to take and smudge that out. And I'm going to, this time I'm kind of pulling more in this type of a direction just to kind of soften that line right there. So we're building it. That's looking pretty good. If you think that you're getting a little bit of like layer, 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 just go back and take your little soft blending brush here and just kind of keep blending. So the last step is I'm using a really fine little liner brush. I honestly don't know what kind of brush this is. I think it came in a big, inexpensive, just pack of brushes that, but I can tell you that pretty much every brush company makes one of these, and I don't think this type of brush is one that you have to spend a lot of money on. But this time I am dipping my brush in my little dish of water over here, and I'm going to take it and swirl it right in the corner. This particular color here is really good wet as well, and so now I'm going to use it just like eyeliner and go ahead and paint it on right here like I would an eyeliner. And each time I dip it back in the water and just swirl it around there in the corner. Gotta flip it to the big side for this step. And I'm going to wing this just a little bit. The other side, I actually tried to do a bigger wing right here, and it big surprise, it didn't work. And so I kind of just blended it back into the side. So it's not too much of a wing, but if you have the ability to do a winged eyeliner, congratulations. And this actually works really well to do that. So I'm just putting this on just like I would any other liner. Most of the time I use a stick liner. And so this took me a little bit of practice to get this kind of more of like a liquid type of liner, but this goes on pretty smooth. And honestly, if you mess it up, you can take your smudger and just kind of smudge it back out and start over, and just with the nice wet line here, it's a little more defined. I'm also now going to go ahead and, sorry, I gotta look in the mirror for this part. I'll poke it on my eye like I just did. And I'm just going in and defining that line just a little bit more on my underline, under eye, and then I'm just going to kind of soften that just a little bit. And like I said, we'll try to do just a little tiny wing on this side, just a little flutter. But like I said, if let's say you're doing this and you mess it up and you get this big giant line, and you're like, what the heck just happened? I don't even know where that eyeliner line is going. You can just kind of, like I said, grab your brush and pull it this direction, pull it in towards the center of your lid, and make sure we're doing all even here. This one has kind of maybe just a little more of a defined line coming up and out this way. I think because I really tried to do, like I said, a winged liner, and it was an epic fail. So now I gotta see if I can make it match. That is looking pretty good. And we'll do one last. Okay, and one last little step. I always tightline, which means going in with eyeliner and kind of pressing it up into your lash line and putting it up there. And this, I will say, I even do that with this. I, there again, kind of go ahead and swirl it around in the corner. And now we get the big side really close. And what I do is pull my lid up, and I don't tightline probably with this as much as I would with a liner, but I just kind of go and poke it right into my lash line there, just to give a little bit more definition in the base of my lashes. There. So there you have it, one 99-cent eyeshadow and 4 brushes. I went ahead and finished it off with a couple coats of mascara, and that's it. So I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. If you did, please like it down below and share it. And you can now find me on Instagram, and I finally got a Facebook page up. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and until next time, bye everybody.